Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Sarah Vantine here with Marco Zwanenburg. We are at Rohrman Automotive Group here at Schaumburg Kia. And Marco, some great technicians and incredible fixed operations professionals here with us on the panel today.
Absolutely. Let me start off with Nick Ruffolo. He's a fixed ops director for the this fantastic new Kia dealership that we're in. So, Nick, why don't you introduce yourself and then your team?
Nick Ruffolo, Fixed Ops Director here with the Rohrman Automotive Group. Been with them since 2008, and I have my award-winning, studly, handsome team here from Schaumburg Kia. We'll start off with our shop foreman. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Bobby Croman. Been with Schaumburg Kia going on almost 18 years now. Come next week. Been with Kia going on 27 years.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
I'm Douglas Paul Johnson II. I've been working at Schaumburg Kia for about 10 years, with Kia for 10 years. And I really like working here. This place is awesome.
Awesome, guys. Anthony Fletcher, Dynatron Software, not part of the Rohrman team, but I am here sitting on the panel. So I've been with Dynatron for 4 years now. Spent some time in retail down in Houston, was an OEM guy with Stellantis for a while as well. So pretty extensive fixed ops background. Maybe not 30 years, but enough.
I'm Darko Lakatic. I've been with Schaumburg Kia for 3 years, Kia as a whole for 13 years. And this dealership is really nice to work for.
My name is Phil Principato. I'm really the service manager of the location here. I've been with the Rohrman Automotive Group for 6 years. I've been in the industry for about 22 years in various positions. I've moved up from quarter and then I'm up to management. So it's been a great ride, but I've gotten quite a bit of privilege to work here with the Rohrman Automotive Group and a great team.
Well, Phil and Nick, to kick things off, there's a lot of opportunities for technicians when it comes to, thinking about getting started, with a dealership and with an organization like Rohrman Automotive Group. I just want to kind of come to y'all and then go to our technicians here on the panel today. But when Rohrman is thinking about and designing a career path, what does that look like? If you were going to start it over or continue using it from scratch today?
That's a great question. We started off working directly with the high schools in the local district here in Arlington Heights and within Schaumburg. Knowing where the students are at and where their vision is we have to understand that first. And there's an investment that takes place in this career path, not like a plumber or an electrician and so forth. There's a lot of investments that take place. Starting off with supplying them with the basic tools to get their career started, and then showing them and working them through our career path is engaging for a tech, knowing like what to expect and where they're going by X. And so I'll let you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, here at Rohrman and Schaumburg Kia, we have the privilege of the manufacturers trainings, which are offered, as well as, the teammates and working amongst their peers. But we also have an app that is developed within an internal team that kind of allows us to understand some of the things we do, whether it's multi-point inspection videos or just the best practices and things of that matter. So you can kind of watch those apps or go into the app and kind of watch those videos and those little seminars to kind of stay in tune with everything. Being at such a large group, it kind of gives everybody the privilege to be able to train and learn those things and have a little bit of benefits from those directions.
Well, and Bobby and team, what has been most important to you, as you considered or just started your career path as a technician?
To me, commitment. Commitment to my guys. Commitment to their growth. Commitment to the dealership. And overall, commitment to the customer as well.
Yeah, same thing, the commitment and just putting in the time, getting to know everyone. But yeah, the commitment's number one. So.
Well, and Anthony, from your perspective, Dynatron visits and really helps dealerships, throughout the country. And so you've seen a lot of different shops, you've seen a lot of different practices, and you have the resources to really help them from the technology side. Where do you see, those opportunities and great organizations really shine?
Well, you brought up the technology, and I think that's a big key component, right? Having some level of performance measuring stick for a technician is super valuable. We've got a Tech CF platform that does a lot of that for our technicians, so they can kind of see where they stand, how they project, future growth, where's their revenue at, how is it impacting the store. So different performance metrics. And, Nick mentioned it earlier, on the career path thing, is just having a visible career path, something that's written down, something that they can measure to, and aspire to, and they want to be able to see it on paper. So if they can see it on paper, they have something that they can then aspire to.
Yes. Fantastic. Really, that's awesome. So, big part of the industry right now is everybody saying like, oh, we can't find technicians. But can we really not find them, or are we losing technicians? So for the technicians on the team here, I want to start with you, Dorka. What do you think is a reason why the industry is losing technicians?
Well, other shops unlike here, I think here at Schaumburg Kia, we have a lot of skilled technicians that'll help bring up a starting technician like a loop tech. And we could all use each other and for resources and try to build the best tech out of a starting tech.
Perfect. Doug, what do you think?
Why is it hard to find technicians?
Why are we losing?
Why are we losing them? I'm not sure. I think it's a lot of the environments of some other shops. Some other shops I worked at, the environment's not so nice. But here, we got a great team, and that's why I've stayed for so long. Honestly, yeah, the Rohrman Group is. I wouldn't want to work anywhere else. Is what I'm getting at.
So, Bobby, basically what I hear Doug say is that culture is a humongous part of retaining and attracting technicians. So what's your view on that?
The shop environment, everybody being so close, it's just like being married to your wire. Just saying, you got to have a good one. You got a good one, don't let it go.
That's right. So, Anthony, Dynatron. How does Dynatron pivot itself in the position of retaining technicians?
Well, something that we can provide our customers and all of our clients is just visibility to what technicians are getting paid in the market, right? It's important to have visibility to what's the average hourly rate for a repair job or something down into specifically transmission or something like that, to be able to drill down into that, to be able to see, hey, what's the average? Am I overpaying my guys? Am I underpaying them? That becomes a tech retention tool in itself, is making sure you're paying your team correctly and what's fair in the market. So I would say that's something that we really provide. And also, like, hey, if the market's paying a tech 1.5 on an alignment, but you're at 2 hours, is that something that your business should know about? Or are you underpaying them in an area too? So it's not necessarily just about what all that initial time guide says. What is the market doing? And I think that's the key component.
Excellent.
Well, Nick and Phil, I'll give you the last question and a little bit of a lightning round, a little bit of a quick answer. But how are you and Rohrman Automotive Group making the technician career path visible and motivating from day one?
It starts from day one, and showing and putting the example out there from day one is critical. I'm a fan of actually when a new employee comes aboard and Bobby's here to greet that gentleman or that technician that came aboard, right? He's also going through it. The team around you knows what's happening. And I think that's key. So communication and, the huddle meetings that we have daily, at short glimpse, 5-10 minute quick little huddles on what's going on. The team needs to know what's going on from the top, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And Phil does a great job doing it. And, is what Darko was saying, even from the beginning when you asked them the question, was they do all help each other here. And that's when that word gets out on the street and these guys are going out to class and they're going to school and they're talking amongst their peers while they're learning the next innovative portion of the Kia EV product or what have you, right? They're talking about where they work and what's going on. Phil's calling me, telling me, hey, man, there's another tech that was met him to school, this, that, and the other. So, in my opinion, culture drives it. Culture drives it. We can't put a dollar amount on culture. I mean, the technicians know their worth, right? And they want to find a home that appreciates what they do on a day-by-day basis, right? And want to feel, in my opinion, part of the team and part of an organization, not just a number that's a technician that comes in and gets his hands dirty and has to go back here. So we do have lucrative programs that I put out there for the technicians so they can get acknowledgement at our year-end banquets as well. The list goes on. And, I like hearing it from the techs when I'm sitting up on this panel and they're stating, on why, and it's rewarding.
Leaving that.
I'd say it's important to me to make sure our team is enrolled in the trainings and comfortable using the programs that are accessible to them to advance in their career path. Just making sure that they have the passwords and the logins right off the bat when they happen to get onboarded, to give them that running start, as sometimes, they kind of gets lost in the day and they can be forgotten about those passwords, and then they're already kind of behind the ball. So it's important to me to, as they onboard, that we make sure that they're enrolled in those trainings and that they're already prepared for all that.
Marco, it's been a pleasure to be here at Schaumburg Kia for their big grand opening, and I'm excited to see what else is in store today?
Absolutely. And with great leadership and great technicians like this, I would say they are off to one heck of a start.
Absolutely. Everyone, I'm Sarah Vantine here with Marcus Zwanenburg, and we'll be right back.